Early morning update Monday. Paul Lindman and Scott Lynn, good morning. A week from tomorrow is Election Day around here. First District voters anyway. Rob Cornilles, the Republican, and Suzanne Bonamici, the Democrat, going for the seat vacated by David Wu. And the candidate, Rob Cornilles, joins us again this morning live. Rob, good to talk to you. We're just curious, which of these Republican candidates for president would you most like to work with, assuming you win the seat?
Well, before the special election was called, I was supportive of Mitt Romney, and I haven't seen anything so far that would discourage me from changing that. But the fact is, I'm ready to work with anyone who is ready to, frankly, be responsible and bring reasonable ideas to grow jobs in this country and to help Oregon.
It now looks as if we're going to have quite an ongoing battle here. Can the Republicans hurt themselves with Romney and Gingrich, and to a certain degree, Rick Santorum firing these claims, very negative claims against each other?
Well, I suppose they can. I'm frankly a little more focused on my race. I haven't been following the presidential primary as close as some people because we've got so much to do here in the first district, and we feel very good about the traction that we've got and the momentum and the polls showing that this is a neck-and-neck race. So I'm doing everything I can, as I'm sure you can appreciate, Paul, to get out our vote and to get our supporters involved and to finally put a job-friendly person in this seat.
Rob, we always hear from people that they do not like negative ads, and yet we do see them in this first congressional district. What do you say?
Well, the fact is that the same people who covered up for David Wu are now doing their best to deceive these voters about me. And I think it's because they don't want people to know the poor record of my opponent when it comes to job creation. It's kind of like deja vu all over again. I have, a small amount of money compared to the other side. They've thrown about $2 million into this race to discredit me and mischaracterize my views and my background. And so I'm doing my best to get the message out and to let people know exactly who I am and my job creating experience and the skill set and the temperament that I would bring back to Congress. And it's just a real shame that they are so fearful of a small business owner from Tualatin that they have to throw this kind of money into this race.
Isn't it a rather sad statement that we are in politics today at a point where we have PolitiFact check columns now determining whether you're telling the truth and making these charges or whether Suzanne's telling the truth, and both of you, I think, along the way on various issues have been accused of having your pants on fire. I mean, isn't that a kind of sad state of affairs, Rob?
Well, yes, it is. I mean, I don't think my opponent nor I would agree or would disagree that we each differ with PolitiFact. After all, it's one person's opinion. I make my claims based on the facts that I have, the information that's in front of me. I stand by the claims that we have made. I continue to stand by those claims. But the fact is that, once again, there's been $2 million thrown into this race by the other side, largely from Washington, D.C., because they don't want my voice to be heard, and they want to continue to determine the outcome and the results in the first district of Oregon. And I think people are tired of it. I think they're saying enough is enough. We want to move in a new direction, a more positive direction, a bipartisan direction, which is what my campaign has been about. It's working with anyone who's ready to get to work, roll up their sleeves, and do what's right for Oregon.
Rob Cornilles, polls have him just 4 percentage points behind Suzanne Bonamici in a heavily Democratic district race. Rob, thanks for the visit. We'll talk again before the election.
Thanks, gentlemen, very much.